You won't believe what's heating up in the NFL draft world right now. Rumors are flying and things are getting wild, especially for the Denver Broncos. There's serious buzz that they might be eyeing a major move up in the draft. And guess what? Multiple trusted sources are reporting it. According to insiders, including respected names like Albert Breer and Adam Schefter, the Broncos are the only team currently making aggressive calls to trade up. That's not just casual checking in, they're actively working the phones. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Both the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns, who hold top picks, are reportedly open to trading down. So, if Denver is the only team pushing to move up, and those teams are listening to offers, something big might be brewing. That's why people in Broncos country are buzzing about Travis Hunter. It might have sounded like a long shot before, but now it actually feels possible. A player like Hunter, who can dominate as both a wide receiver and a cornerback, could completely reshape Denver's future. Some folks are quick to label this as a classic Sean Payton smokescreen, like last year's draft chatter, but this feels different. Last time there was a lot of public praise early on. This year things are way quieter and way more calculated, and it's not just Denver stirring the pot. The general manager of the Chicago Bears said this is shaping up to be one of the wildest NFL drafts in recent memory. Every team still holds their first round pick, which means trade talks are just now getting serious. So with Denver making bold moves and teams like the Giants and Browns listening closely, buckle up. This could get crazy fast. There's been a lot of excitement around Travis Hunter lately, and for good reason. He's made it clear in interviews and on streams that he loves Colorado. At one point, he even said he wishes he could join the Denver Broncos just to stay in the state. And let's be honest, Colorado makes a strong case. You've got great weather, one of the best ownership groups in the league, a Hall of Fame coach in Sean Payton, and a rising quarterback in Bo Nix. Add in a Super Bowl caliber roster, and you've got a team that's turning heads. What makes this even crazier is that the Broncos are actively trying to trade up in the draft, and it's starting to feel like they might actually target Travis Hunter. Until now, it seemed like a fantasy, but with the buzz growing and Hunter's own interest in staying local, this dream might be closer to reality. Hunter is a rare two-way player. He's elite on both sides of the ball, as a cornerback and wide receiver. If the Broncos land him, they could use him full-time on offense and mix him into special teams and defensive packages. He's that versatile. Just watch the tape. His ability to close space on defense is unreal. On one play, he covered 7 yards while the ball was in the air and still managed to make an interception. He also turned a massive loss into a touchdown. Plays like that don't happen often, unless you're watching Travis Hunter. And remember Colorado's Pro Day? A lot of fans thought Sean Payton showed up just because everyone else did. But he didn't come alone. He brought a full team. They were clearly locked in on evaluating Hunter. There were conversations, serious attention, and a real interest that went beyond just showing up. The big question now, what would the Broncos give up to land him? Would it be worth trading next year's first and second round picks? If it means getting a game changer like Hunter, some fans are ready to pull the trigger. But here's a twist. Some reports say it might not be about Hunter at all. The Broncos could be moving up for Ashton Jeanty, a rising star running back. Meanwhile, rumors are swirling that the Raiders might pass on him, despite earlier signs they were interested. Remember that awkward moment during a press conference with Pete Carroll and the Raiders staff? People couldn't tell if it was a smokescreen or just bad timing, but now we're hearing that the Seattle Seahawks are open to trading some of their running backs, and Carroll, who now coaches in Las Vegas, has always been a big fan of Kenneth Walker. So with teams bluffing and rumors swirling, the Broncos' true target remains a mystery. But whether it's Travis Hunter or Ashton Jeanty, one thing's clear. Denver is making big moves. Let's talk about the running back buzz, because things might be shifting again. There's growing talk that all the Ashton Jeanty hype surrounding the Raiders could have just been a smokescreen. And if that's true, the Broncos might have a real shot at him without having to trade into the top 5. That would be huge, especially if it means Denver doesn't have to give up multiple premium picks. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Could the Broncos make a run at Kenneth Walker? Remember, Walker had a monster game against Denver in Week 1, and he's a proven difference maker out of Michigan State. Plus, Pete Carroll has always been one of his biggest fans. With Carroll now coaching in Las Vegas, he might try to bring Walker with him rather than spend a top 10 pick on a rookie running back. especially with so many holes to fill on that Raiders roster. Meanwhile, there's a new team in the mix for Ashton Jeanty, the Dallas Cowboys. Reports say Dallas is exploring a significant player trade, and Jerry Jones himself described it as substantive. If Jeanty slips past the Raiders, could the Broncos be preparing to trade with Dallas to jump ahead and grab him? This could even connect back to Courtland Sutton. The Cowboys have shown interest in Sutton in the past. So here's the big question. Would you be willing to trade Sutton if it meant getting a top-tier talent like Jeanty? It's not an easy call. Sutton is a crucial piece of Denver's receiver room. Sean Payton recently praised him, calling him a great player and leader. And the numbers back it up. Sutton leads the league in deep ball efficiency, outperforming even names like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase on explosive plays. Plus, he's developed clear chemistry with Bo Nix, showing up together at Nuggets games and building that QB-WR connection off the field. So yeah, it would sting to lose Sutton, but landing a dynamic player like Jeanty or even Travis Hunter could be a game changer. It all depends on how much Denver's willing to gamble. Of course, it's also possible that this is all part of Sean Payton's grand strategy, tossing out smoke signals, keeping other teams guessing, and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Whatever happens, Broncos country, the draft is shaping up to be pure chaos, and we're here for it. Buckle up.